Welcome back everybody to day 2 of WCS Challenger Europe, here live from the studio, the ESL studio in Cologne, where we are getting ready for our third best of 5 of the day. It's going to be a ZVZ between Liquid TLO and Acer's very own Bly. Thought I'm still mentally recovering a little bit from what we just saw. I really can't wrap my brain around it, man. I can't believe what we just saw.
Yeah, I don't think too many people expected it. Maybe not even Starbuck. I mean, you have to believe that you're going to be able to win, but against somebody like Bunny, it's just so difficult, and he pulls it off.
And this changes
We've seen
so
quite
much.
a few upsets in the past, but this is definitely one of the bigger ones that has happened there in Challenger.
It's kind of like whenever we get the foreigner that's like the highest, it's almost like it's a jinx or like it's a curse to be the highest ranked foreigner in the WCS rankings, because all eyes will be on you, and especially when you play in a very WCS heavy tournament.
Are you
like
saying that Artosis predicted a foreigner will make BlizzCon?
No, I actually think that Dan would predict the opposite. No, knowing Dan, but
then it will happen every time.
True. So maybe he did. Maybe that, like, Dan has just so much passion that he always hopes there will be a couple foreigners. But yeah, poor Bunny was ranked 18, had definitely very realistic chances of making it all the way to BlizzCon. Now that's going to be a lot harder, / maybe even borderline impossible. We don't know yet what's going to happen. What we do know is that our next series is going to be ZVZ. So one more Zerg next to Starbuck, who at least qualified today. Is it going to be TLO or is it going to be Bly? What do you think about this series, Todd? Talk to me.
TLO, he's shown a lot of confidence in the past against Zerg. Every single time he said, I want to play against Zergs as much as possible. He does very well in the matchup, so I'm really not surprised that he picked Bly. And I do think he's going to be able to do well. Wouldn't be surprised at all if that happens.
TLO, of course, has had a very successful past when it comes to WCS. He's been part of pretty much every single Premier League season. Didn't always have the greatest runs. He was very good in the very first season, if you guys remember that, all the way back to 2013 Season 1. TLO made it to the top 5, which qualified him for the season finals back then. Went to Korea. That didn't go too well. After that, it took a little while, but 2015 has been a good WCS year for TLO. First season, quarterfinals. He felt a little bit under the weather on the final day in Poche back then. He did get the matchup that he was hoping for. Back then he said, ZVZ, I'm really confident. You know, bring on anyone. Bring on live. It doesn't really matter, but he said that with a small smile on his face. Well, in the end, he got Hydra. And then he said, like, well, I know I said that, but it doesn't mean that I'm happy that I'm going up against Hydra, because it's still Hydra. And TLO lost that series 3-0. Season 2, however, TLO, you know, it was a little bit bumping and bruising, as Kolaris would probably say.
Brunting and bruising.
Brunting and bruising, you know. It wasn't a smooth ride, but he did make it to the quarterfinals again. And that is, of course, very impressive. In the end, in the quarterfinals this time, Polt was a little bit too strong for Dario, despite the fact that TLO did defeat Polt in the round of 32.
By the way, I love how we got these papers, like, with notes. Did Kailis write this?
Yes.
TLO, the Zerg cannibal, has an insatiable thirst for Zerg blood in his current form. And every time I'm reading this, I'm reading them in Kailis' voice.
I know, like, if I see this as well, if I see this, like, TLO, the Zerg cannibal has an instant thirst for Zerg blood in his current form. 2 worlds collide when these two go up against each other. It's like you just know. You can
he can't listen right now, so he's...
It's okay.
He's lucky.
He'll get a cheeky tweet. All right, first map of this series is going to be played on Terraform. It should be a fun ZVZ. We've been talking a lot about TLO, so once again, TLO, of course, hoping to make it to Premier League for another season. One of the most consistent players. Bly, on the other hand, thought it's kind of maybe not make it or break it point in Bly's career, because Bly has been around for a very long time, even going all the way back to the Warcraft 3 era. He was already a pretty competitive player back then. In StarCraft 2, I feel Bly's career is a little bit like a roller coaster. At first, it didn't go that well. Then suddenly, he was definitely improving a lot, having a couple good results. But it's never been that consistent. Would you contribute that to the crazy playstyle that he has?
Maybe. Maybe he's, like, been plateauing, you know, for a very long time. Like, he's reached his skill ceiling. And
do you believe in that?
I think, I mean, in terms of purely talking skill ceiling, I guess not necessarily, but I guess for a period of time, you know, for sure, definitely, like, you're always going to have a few struggles here and there, and against certain players as well. And it feels like he can beat most of the European players, but against the best ones out there, he struggles a lot more. And TLO is definitely, you know, one of the household names that has been doing well in those European tournaments, and, you know, that gets a lot of quarter to semifinals, whereas Bly is more like, I guess, top 16, top 32, maybe challenger material. He struggled in challenger before.
Yep, he has lost in challenger twice already, but of course it does mean something that he keeps making it back into challenger. We are ready to hop into game number 1. It's going to be played on Terraform in this ZVZ. We've got 2 more best of 5s for you after this one, so a lot of StarCraft heading your way. It's such a busy week, Todd. It's such a busy period for esports in general, and even StarCraft. We have
It always is, Roddy.
yeah, but like I feel like the last a month and a half, and even the upcoming weeks, it's just non-stop StarCraft. It's a great time to be a StarCraft fan.
Yeah, because you always get to see these guys play, and you get inspiration.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fun, like we go somewhere, we have cheeky talks. Over here on the left top side, of course, should introduce the players. We have our Ukrainian Zerg. It's Acer's very own Bly. Likes to mention the fact that he is #Bly on fire. Over here on the right bottom side of the map, another Liquid representative, of course, hailing from Germany. It is the Wunderwunsch himself, TLO. And TLO is facing a Tempo in game number 1. Tempo Bane probably even, Todd. How do you feel about this? As the resident Zerg expert in this building.
You're the ZVZ expert, man. You know it.
Well,
he was probably hoping for a hatch first, which is exactly what TLO is going for. So,
I'm excited for this series. You know why, Todd? Because you remember when Kane did an interview and he made it past his group, and he kind of he just didn't want to give too much credit to himself, and he's like, well, it's ZVZ, it can be kind of lucky. You just kind of roll the dice, and I don't think I really did a whole lot. And then TLO, he was getting seriously upset on Twitter. He was just tweeting out, like, man, I hate it when people just contribute things to luck in ZVZ. Like, give me those build orders, give me those scenarios, and I'll show you that it's not luck. I can win, I can come out on top, even when I go hedge first against
Look at the path Bly is using.
Yeah, it's very smart. So gets a couple of extra seconds. So this was one of those scenarios. TLO thinks he can defend a Temple Bane still with going hedge first on the low ground. We'll see. He's going to spot this quite late. Overlord is supposed to find a hatchery over here now. But this doesn't really change that much, like the spawning pool is in production at the moment anyway. TLO shouldn't make any drones right now. Should make queens and zerglings. That's exactly what he does. Curious about this defense, Todd. I'm very, very curious. Temple Bane for Bly against hatch first for TLO.
He's actually morphing the banelings down the ramp there, Bly, so they're going to take quite a bit of time to get over there, but with the queen on the way here in the main, actually one in the natural here for TLO, he's going to be trying to target these down with the queens that he's going to be getting, and the spine not going to finish on time, I think. He's going to need to split the drones perfectly. Oh, on the left! Oh my god,
exactly.
5 drones.
And Larva there as well, Todd. And look at this, I really love how Bly is not using his banelings yet. Now he gets 3 out of 4 zerglings there. That's not too bad either. But TLO does get his spine. That is something. There's still one baneling. This one baneling would not want to blow up unless he gets all 4 links, and that's what he does.
TLO. He's going to be losing that queen here on the natural. And the one actually in the ramp could get chased down and sniped.
Yeah.
Bly is going for it.
Oh, spine is actually uprooted now. And there are barely any units over here. So maybe Bly can get one more drone. Bly is still rallying zerglings. This is not transitional, Todd. He's still mining gas. He's barely mining any minerals. So Bly, by the looks of this, is he going to get the hatchery? Yeah, most likely. But he needs to do a tiny bit more than that.
Yeah, there's going to be a transfuse available on that queen here for the spine quarter of TLO.
Yeah, I don't think the spine is going to die, but I think that what Bly is hoping...
Oh, even though he did quite a bit of damage, he's not quite on fire just yet, Roddy.
No. And most importantly, TLO's base is not on fire, and that's really what he's hoping for. Oops. Okay, one baneling does blow up, get a couple zerglings here. But Bly needs to do a little bit more. Right now, Dario's 3 workers ahead, and he has that spine. Trying to pick up one more baneling, but really good micro here. I must say, a solid micro on both sides. There were a couple of good detonations there, but I think overall, TLO has definitely handled this quite well, and even got a little bit unfortunate with that queen spawning at such a tricky moment in the natural.
Here can go around the spine, actually.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he should be doing. He should just be going for drones. Go for gold. Don't go for the spine. TLO's 3 workers ahead. Our glory. Don't want anything in between, Todd. He's gonna get a surround on the queen. Wow. That's really nice with the zerglings. Ooh, oh my god, 2 out of 3 banelings died, Todd. That means that one baneling is not going to... He just goes for the larva instead, I guess. Okay, I
so
mean,
we got 17 drones here for TLO, 13 for Bly. TLO has enough gas to start his own speed there. He's going to do just that, 10 more links on the way. He's using that second hatch on his natural very nicely. Bly getting quite a few. Actually, it's Bly that started speed, not TLO.
Yeah. I think that TLO has almost done this now, Todd. And that is truly a very impressive hold. Hedge first against 10 pool Bane.
But to be honest, I thought that too. But these days, every time somebody tried that rush, I feel like they lost. And usually to good drone splits. This time wasn't the case. Like the first two banelings blowing up 5 drones was supposed to be really bad for TLO.
No, I'm actually with you, Todd. I'm not the biggest fan of 10 pool speed, 10 pool Bane. Most of the time I see it fail as well. But I've also seen it work, especially in WCS Premier League. I've seen it work multiple times, and I must say, whenever I do play ZVZ, it seems like an impossible hold. It's like, how do people do this? This doesn't make any sense. There are quite a few Zerglings over here for Bly, and Bly will finally be able to get this hatchery, unless the transfuse would have gone down, but that's not going to happen. I'm a little bit surprised. I kind of felt that TLO could have moved his units down the ramp. Don't you think so, Todd? Get the spine there?
Maybe. I think he wanted to play it safe because he doesn't know when the speed's going to kick in behind this for Bly and how many bailings there are as well, even though he's seeing a few of them being morphed right before his eyes here right now.
But what he does know is that Bly is still on one base. Of course, he doesn't know how many workers. I think if TLO knew what we knew, he probably would have made a bigger effort in trying to keep that base alive.
Oh man, that'd be crazy if Bly was to qualify there as well. Liquid definitely will not be doing too well in those cheesy Zergs, man. What's next?
And then
Guru qualifying, Roddy Zerg. It never ends.
The Roddy Zerg will never qualify, Todd. I'll guarantee you that. Oh, couple 2 banelings for Bly. Oh my god, that was a good trade, I think. That was 4 for 2. And oh my god, what a champ over here. Good trades overall for TLO. Still having 1 baneling alive as well. That's the most important thing about all this.
That Overlord, man. Was a piece of the action.
Man, baneling wars are funny. Of course, Bly is going up to his second base now. He's going to end up losing his Overlord. That's kind of unnecessary and a little bit silly as well, because that's going to supply block Bly. Bly, you need to start queuing Zerglings really, really quick, because you're going to be supply blocked soon, and TLO is running across the map. Okay, he does start a bunch of Zerglings. Well done. If he didn't start those 8 links in time, Todd, it would have been devastating.
Not going so well here for Bly with the natural. Under siege, he doesn't have any bailings nearby. He's morphing some in the middle of the map, but they're going to take forever to really come back. TLO getting a big detonation here on some of these links. I think is this going to be a cancellation? If he wants to get the safe one, he can actually blow those bailings here on the hatchery. But look at this, the Queen is out of position for just 1 second. Bly is going to snipe it. There is no spine in his main. The bailings are headed straight for it now.
Oh god, Bly, now you're to split your well. Even though he doesn't kill a lot of drones immediately, he did damage to so many of them, which I feel is easily good enough. 12 drones going down.
Now his base is on fire.
or glitters because of the 5-year anniversary. It's one of the two, but Bly only at 18 supply right now. TLO has managed to indeed defend the 10 pool Bane opening with his hatch first over here. Game number 1, Terraform. It wasn't easy. It was it was a little bit rocky. It was a bumpy ride. But in the end, he was able to pull through, and TLO right now, I think, in a magnificent position. Bly still has 14 workers, so you could say not 100% down and out, but down in Zerglings, down in Bailings. That's never a good scenario, especially not when your opponent is morphing Bailings in pretty much your natural.
Yeah, TLO still going to get in there. Try and get some more good detonations. Bly's running around the place, his base. He's going to get blown up here on the natural.
That was really cute.
Really not much more he can do, really. Look at this Overlord by Bly on the natural of TLO. Another one.
Yeah, that was the Overlord I think was there before. Losing that one over, I think, really hurt Bly in that defense. It could have been a lot better if he wasn't supply blocked. And losing this Overlord again, like you already predicted. It's just silly. It's just unnecessary, I think. I don't think he has to lose those kind of Overlords. TLO right now 11 workers ahead, basically ahead in every single department. I'm not sure where Bly is going to take it from here, Todd. Maybe one more Desperation Link Bane attack?
I mean, what else can you do, really? Try and re-expand and play from behind. With 14 drones to 27, it's going to be pretty tough. I think he has to go for something drastic. The thing is, TLO so well prepared in defense. He's got 2 Queens with quite a bit of energy. He's got a spine. Another cancel here. But the German magician here, look at the creativity with the run-by, man. He came from behind.
If people were having a drinking game right now, Todd, they'd be taking a shot. Creativity and TLO.
Who says they're not? Shout out to all the people
Yeah,
watching BarCraft.
Exactly. There will always be someone there who's just, he was just looking at this ball though, he's listening to us. He's like, you know what? I'm going to create a drinking game for myself. Just all by myself over here in my room.
Unitarians.
Maybe. GG is called. As TLO just has way too much for Bly after he cancelled that expand again. It was all over. Bly got the opening that he was probably looking for. 10 pool Bane against Hatch first on Terraform, but it was not good enough against TLO, who showed us a pretty solid hold, Todd.
Well, I mean, not initially. Like, that first detonation was...
the 5 on the
I wouldn't call
pool.
that creative, man. Yeah. five drones clump him up like this. It's funny because usually, like these days, when I've seen this pool being, this quick pool being tried by anybody, it almost felt as if everybody that was playing against it, they knew exactly how to play against it, and they just split perfectly. And then you hype TLO as the guy, you know, who says that he knows how to defend anything. And at first, it looked horrible, I have to say, like with that detonation on the drones. But then after that, you know, I guess he had the spine, he moved it, he got enough links and stuff.
I think where things truly went well for TLO was the first big Baneling skirmish, you know, when the Banelings from Bly were going up the ramp. Because I think TLO got a trade 2 for 3, then 1 for 1, and then I think he had one Baneling that actually survived the other hit, or something like that. So overall, he just came out on top, 2-3 extra Banelings, and he didn't really lose any Zerglings in the process. He was just trading Banelings for more Banelings of his opponent. And I think from that point on, TLO truly stabilized. Yeah, the wire just keeps going in front of me. I don't know why it does it. We need a little clip. Where's the clip lady? I think in the future. Yeah, you know, somebody who clips it to the back of your shirt.
You got somebody doing that over in North America?
Of course.
Wow.
Getting the VIP treatment in America. Why do you think I want to go back to the greatest country on earth?
Oh my God.
It's for the clip lady.
The clip lady, she has a name too.
Yeah. I call it the clip lady.
She's never going to help you again when she sees this show.
No, she doesn't watch. She's working on something else right
No
now.
passion.
She's maybe clipping some other guy's shirt. You know, you never know how it goes. Game number 2 of this best of 5 is going to be played on Coda between Liquid's very own TLO and AcerBly. I think if I look at this, I look at all the matchups in Challenger, right? And I looked at it, I was like, oh, who's TLO playing? Bly? And I was looking at it, I was like, I think TLO is very pleased with this. Like, Challenger can be very tough. There are a couple of very scary plays out there. And I'm definitely not underselling Bly, because I do think Bly is a scary player. He's kind of like Starbuck in a way that he's very unpredictable. But TLO playing his favorite matchup against not like one of the absolute top dogs, I think that's a matchup he could be very pleased with. And so far it's looking good, but he's not there yet. Let's go ahead and hop into Coda for game number 2 between our German Zerg, the Wunderwunsch, Mr. TLO, representing Team Liquid over here on the right bottom side of Coda, going up against the man that has been on fire for multiple years, at least according to himself. It is good old Bly. I do like Bly. I think Bly is a very nice guy, Todd. At offline events, he's always...
What do you think about Bly on fire never catching on, though?
You know, I think it's okay. It's sometimes, you know, you're just that guy at the stadium and you're trying to get a chant going. And you're like, come on, Feyenoord. And then, like, nobody follows, you know, so you're the only one. It's like, well, you know, I gave it a go, you know, like, it doesn't hurt. And I kind of feel that's Bly on Twitter. He's just like, come on, guys, I'm on fire. And, like, just one day he hopes that the rest of the community will roll with it. But
to be honest, we are mentioning it quite a bit. So
yeah, so it has been catching on, exactly. You know, maybe he's
we make fun of him for it, though.
Kind of. It depends, you know, if he surprises us and if he makes...
The one time that he wins, it really is Bly on fire.
No, he does have a lot of solid results, all jokes aside. It is going to be another 10 pull, this time 3 drones on the gas. He might pull one off. TLO once again thought this is just a mirror image of game number 1.
Yeah, going for the exact same thing there. He apparently thinks he's going to work better. This time, though, I wonder is TLO going to be able to spot it, because the Overlords rallied straight for the main. The later he sees it, the worse he's going to be. And is TLO's pull a little bit later? Was it 15 last time?
No, it's the same. It's normal, though. He got 15 hatch and then 15.
I don't know. It looks like this time it's going to be... Maybe because the map is smaller. It feels like he's going to get there faster, therefore, Bly, which could make a big difference, to be honest.
Especially in build orders like this, I feel that 2 or 3 seconds can already have a massive impact on the outcome of this game. Let's not forget about that queen that sniped the Baneling before it reached the drones. Yeah. How funny would it be if this entire best of 5 is just a clash of egos and them just 10 pull Bane against Hatch first, just 5 games in a row. Like, you can defend. No, you can't defend. Yeah, you can defend. No, you can't defend.
You know what's funny? In Season 2 in Challenger, TLO was playing against Nurture, and he won 3-2. And then it was Snoot that was playing against Blight, and he won 3-1. So those Liquid Zergs, they love playing against Zerg in Challenger. Snoot beating against Cyril yesterday, being able to win, and now TLO this time, taking Bly away from Snoot.
Well, here we go again, Terrio. Your hold was good on Terraform, but Donkoda is going to have to be even better because these Banelings are here, and they're here to party. Here is that initial drone split. It's looking alrighty. One Baneling didn't really get the best connection. Oh, 4 Zerglings there. That was very good for Bly, I think. But Bly needs to start working on these spine crawlers, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have much time to do that. Like, one of them is being attacked
maybe
now.
just blow the other spine crawler up with your Banelings right now?
Would that be worth it, though, with Zerglings and a Queen on the way?
Okay, there it goes. He connects again with a couple Zerglings.
Oh, he bought a lot of time. Like, these drones not mining for this long is definitely a big problem.
How many drones we're looking at right now? TLO has 1 drone less than he had in the previous game.
Yeah, but he has a Queen.
Yes. I like the double spine, but I felt this time it went better for Bly. Because look at the Zergling count now. It's 10 against 1. There are 6 more on the way. I think this hatchery is going to die a lot quicker this time for TLO.
Yeah.
Like, TLO is not 100% dead yet, but I think that Bly got what he was.
He can actually go around. If he goes up the ramp and then through the left-hand side, go straight for the middle line. Moving this Spiny out the ramp might have been a mistake.
I think the first Baneling that blew up 4 Zerglings and a drone that really made Bly's life a lot easier.
Bly is playing the ultimate mind game here right now. If this goes the distance and 5 maps, I promise you, he's going to do this every map.
If TLO is the most... TLO, you know, as a smart guy as he is, he does strike me as a little stubborn. So I can just see him go 5 times in a row, hatch first. And on bigger maps, I actually do believe that TLO will be fine the majority of the time. Here we go, the Bane Pain Train. It's going to go into the spine. Alpha even gets a couple Zerglings for his efforts as well. So right now, we're looking at 11 Lynx against a Queen and nothing but a Queen.
Yeah, but Lynx are about to come out here for TLO. If
Look
he
at
can buy some
Baneling,
time.
Baneling. Yeah, I think this is going to be it. I really think that Bly has done it over here on Coda. There will be a couple Zerglings popping indeed, but there are 2 Banelings in his main base. He barely has any workers. Same build orders in game number 1, slightly different map, slightly closer when it goes from ramp to ramp. And I think that's everything that Bly needed over here to even up the series. Hashtag Bly on fire. Or the drones of TLO for that case, it doesn't really matter.
Here we go.
And we're all done to a best of 3 from this point, Todd. 1-1, 2, 100% identical build orders. Game number 1 and game number 2. But yeah, different map, different outcome.
Is he going to do it again, though? That is the question.
I mean, if like Dario is stubborn, like have you
think so?
Yes.
You think that next map, if it's a 2-players map and a small one, he goes for the same thing, the same build, thinking I can defend this time?
Yeah, I think right now there is more on the line than just WCS. It's Dario's pride. He's like, this was a mistake. This was a mistake, guys. I wish I was in. I wish we had in control here right now to hear a little bit about Dario's mindset. The map.
Yeah. Mistake.
Well, I think no, I can't do it.
We're really bad impressions.
The Muslim has a very good. I know, like I have been working on my Todd impression for so many years.
It's really bad
that I can't do anyone else other than you. It's just like I even in my dreams, I think I'm you. Like
that's actually disturbing, man.
That's just how it goes, though.
You dream of being me in your dreams. I guess I can live with that.
Just like wake up and I made it the world. All right, game number 3 between these 2 Zergs. It's going to be played on Cactus Valley, so it's a 4-player map. I do think that TLO will go hatch first again, but of course on a 4-player map, there's a chance. I've seen a couple of crazy openings when it comes to ZVZ on this map. I remember Jadong against Hydra, Cactus Valley, where he's just basically hiding a bunch of speedlings. I think it was Temple Speed or something like that, where you just basically run across the map and you hope to arrive there before all the queens are in position and the spine has finished up. The players are ready. I'm just going to let them know that we are ready as well.
We got the wrong players.
Why?
In the...
No,
the referees.
Yours is just not updated for me. It says TLO and Bly. That's really weird. I've never seen that bug. Small error in the lobby.
Saving esports, Roddy.
Oh, good thought.
One lobby at a time.
Cactus Valley. What do you think is going to happen? Not a crazy early pool opening over here by Bly?
I think Bly's going to do the same thing, man.
No. Cross
map. I told you, 5 maps.
Cross map in a row, Temple, Bane.
Yeah, he doesn't know that it's cross map. He's hoping that it's close.
but it's suicide though. Cactus Valley is so big. Either way, let's just go ahead and find out as game number 3 is live. At the second day of WCS Challenger Europe, hopefully you guys are having fun. Make sure to keep the tweets coming. Hashtag WCS. We want to hear what you guys have to say about these surprising results so far and about the games. I think yesterday we really had some amazing series. Today it's been surprising, spectacular, but maybe the gameplay hasn't been the same level as yesterday yet. But don't worry, everyone. We've got Alfie later today.
Yeah, he's definitely going to raise the level.
He's going to set the bar. A new legend will be born. Bly is an overlord on the way, Todd. That's very good news for us. Over here on the right bottom side, we're looking at the main base of Liquid's very own TLO. Of course, the German Zerg. Super old school. Has been around since day 1 of the StarCraft 2 beta. Used to play random, then play Terran, then played Zerg, then played Terran. In the end, he decided to roll with Zerg. And over here on the left top side of the map, looking at the main base of a man who really wants to make it to WCS Premier League at least one time this year. Always makes it to Challenger, but this time he wants to go all the way. It is Bly. That's, yeah, I think it's going to be
for easy races, man.
Look at this, guys. I think it's going to be a lot of speed links. It's kind of what I thought Bly was going to do. It's just like
a little bit later, though.
Yeah, it's a very different. It's very different. He's not going to go Banelings this time. It's not going to be slow Zerglings and Banelings. It's going to be nothing but speedlings. Unless he really surprises me. But
being cross-map is probably the best scenario there, right?
Yeah. Look at Dario. Dario's going to go hedge first again. Dario is like the honey badger.
What?
Have you not seen this video on YouTube?
No.
It's great. Just go to YouTube and Google. Oh, well, just type in honey badger. It's one of the great. Not now, Todd. He literally types like, Todd, we're casting WCS Challenger over here.
Yeah, you made me curious. What is it?
No, you need to listen to it with sound anyway, so don't play it. Just at the end of the show, the honey badger. But TLO right now is the honey badger, and people in chat will get it.
God damn it, Roddy. You and your inside jokes.
No, it's not. That video has like 40 million hits on YouTube.
Yeah, and it's an inside joke to everybody who saw it.
All right.
Well, Speed's on the way now. He's still mining gas, so probably going to be dropping a Baneling nest here in a second. And TLO's going to see this so damn late. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at the vision here of TLO. He's seen absolutely... Well, actually, he's sending back one of those towards the middle to try and spot something. He might be able to see those Zerglings earlier because of this creative move, I'm going to call it.
I mean, actually, we can joke about it, but I think it's pretty damn smart what TLO is doing over here, because he's indeed going to spot these links a little bit quicker. There is a Baneling nest on the way. He missed him?
Yeah, because they went left.
Oh my God, what? How is that even a thing? Why would you ever do that? That is so sick. Maybe
I think Bly thought that TLO was on the bottom left. Maybe for a second, so he was going to go left.
And this is so deceiving if you're TLO, because it's just 2 links and 2 links. This doesn't really mean anything. Speed is going to be very late.
It's Bly. And
okay, yeah, true. It's like, why are the links in the middle?
For 6 spines to start.
All right, this Overlord is going to at least find these 4 Banelings that are already morphing. So now for TLO, it's going to be nothing but Zerglings, and of course a defensive spine as well. It always hurts my brain when I see a drone carrying 5 minerals morphing into a spine.
Yeah, I hate
like
it.
5 minerals lost.
Money's money is what they say.
Exactly, and a wise man once taught me, a penny saved is a penny earned.
Which in the case of minerals also applies,
yes.
if you wonder.
You know, sometimes you lose a base trade because you're 5 minerals short.
Speed just finished there for Bly. He's going to get in there, get a cancel on that spine there. Might try to go off the ramp here in a second. He's got a bunch of Banelings to work on these queens if he wants to. With the spine going up in the main here. Actually, the Baneling nest as well here from TLO.
Is there a transfuse? Take a look at the energy. 35 energy, 47. This one queen is 47 energy.
I don't think that Bly can sit around for too long there. He has to bust up the ramp, but he's waiting for the queens to step out of position.
If I look at the work account, 14 against 18, maybe if he just kills his hatchery.
Nah, man, he has to come.
Oh, TLO is actually going to try to save the hatch.
Okay.
Oh my God, no!
That's all Bly was waiting for.
I would have used my Banelings there. Why didn't he?
I think he might have been trying, but they were blocked.
Oh my! He could have got all 3 queens, I felt. At least Splash. Oh my! I think Bly just lost the game here. There's no way that this is going to work anymore.
I think you might be right, Roddy.
I really felt there was a moment he could have splashed on all 3 queens, and that could have maybe been good enough to kill all 3 queens. Now it's just a bunch of speedlings in his main base against the speedlings that we hear from Dario. 2 hatcheries against 1. There are queens still alive. There are 2 spine crawlers. I see no way of this ever working anymore for Bly.
Already having this many spines now, TLO is going to have his own Banelings. He can counterattack, make sure that Bly never takes the natural. Little does he know Bly has no intention of taking natural Roddy. He's
Bly
all
never
in.
takes his natural. He actually forgot about these two speedlings that he had at the Zelnaga Watchtower early on. It's a little bit sloppy. I know 2 links doesn't sound like a big deal, but early game.
Yeah, when you have only 4 units there,
Yeah.
it kind of does.
It's like that's like 25% of your army right now, mate. One more bailing, but this is going to be a pretty easy hold for TLO. I can't really spin it any other way. Hatchery is taking a little bit of damage, but look at the amount of defensive bailings that Dario has. He's already counterattacking as well on the other side of the map. You know, right now Darius is giving him false intentions that he might be able to kill this hatchery anytime soon, but this hatch, wow, I wouldn't have used that transfuse, by the way. I think I would have saved energy for, actually he used lava inject. I think I would have saved energy for a transfuse there, but that's just me being picky. This one is almost going to have transfuse. I really feel that TLO is just setting this hatchery up as one giant bait right now. It's like, hey man, go for the hatch.
Yeah.
Go for the hatch. Make a few more links.
It's tempting the devil, though.
Yep. Nah, go
Bly
for
is going to lose 1,000,000 units, but he's going to get that hatch Roddy, I'm telling you.
He's not going to get the hatch, Todd.
I like the Roach-Run, by the way, behind this. TLO saying, well, I got an economy, you don't. I can just make roaches and kill you. No matter what behind this.
He really wants to get this hatch, but he's not going to get the hatch. Transfuse, Banelings. Good snipes over here by TLO. TLO just doing everything right. Making it so tempting for the... Transfuse. 2 more Banelings. Told you, man. TLO has done this really well. I do like this a lot. He's giving him such false hope. I bet you right now that TLO has the biggest grin on his face. It is just like, yeah, the master plan came together. Like, that's just how he's sitting there right now.
That's just what you get.
Yeah. That was a little bit of nerd show in there, but, you know, maybe. 46 supply for TLO against 26 for Bly. Very well done by Dario. Love what I just saw. Just giving your opponent the idea that you should be going for that hatchery while you're just so in control of the game. You know all along he's not going to get that hatchery.
Yeah, 51 supply to 30. Bly still staying in there for, I don't know what reason. He's trying to win a fight somehow. He's got no expansion. No, not even the prospect here going for a hatchery is going to reach him. Another big detonation there.
The reason is, of course, Todd, that there is $4,500 up for grabs if you make it into Premier League. So I would fight till the bitter end as well. And we've seen some remarkable comebacks yesterday in multiple series. Showtime Naniwa, Red Hero Marine. It definitely has been, and even like Starbuck, you know, after his first night is filled against Bunny, he was in a lot of trouble too. As TLO is just, I don't know, kind of toying with his foot at the moment. He's playing this out very safe, very cautious. Has a couple of roaches.
That expression is really catching on, isn't he?
Which one?
Toying with his food. GG gets called.
Yeah, I like it. I like to think of Dario as a big wild cat as well. It could be toying with his food a little bit. Takes control of the series, 2-1 at the moment. Let's take a look at map number 4 if I know it. No, we don't. Just a solid game by TLO. I think he did pretty much everything right. There was maybe one small moment where Bly could have splashed with all of his Banelings over 3 queens. And I know that Banelings on queens, that's not really what you're hoping for. But I think if you can take out 3 queens at once...
If they're clumped up, I think I totally agree with you. It's totally worth it. I think he was probably going to go for it, but then maybe misclicked for a second.
Yeah, I almost
and then they found themselves behind the links.
Yeah, I almost felt that he right-clicked. When the Banelings were on the north side of the queens, I felt he right-clicked on the middle queen, but there was like one Zergling in between. So the Banelings went the other way around, and then they went back again. It just looked very silly.
He had one shot, man.
Yeah.
This is all he ever wanted.
One opportunity. Would you capture it? Just let it slip.
He did not. He let it slip for sure. Big time.
Well, Mom's spaghetti, you never know what it is, huh? Game number 4 is going to be played on Dash and Terminal. Now, that's a pretty wild map. Todd, Temple Bane against Hedge first?
Yeah, for sure. I told you every map. If it didn't happen in the previous one, it's going to happen in this one for sure.
I mean, the last one wasn't a Temple Bane, though. That's very different. He opened up with Speedlinks. It was like 13 gas, 12 pool, something like that.
I'm saying if it didn't happen this time, it's still going to happen in every other map.
I mean, on this map, I can see, you know, I can see Temple Bane being pretty strong. Of course, right now there are already so many mind games between these two guys. Like Dario knows that maybe he's going to do it again. Maybe I shouldn't be stubborn over here. Do I really want to go to game 5?
Dario right now is thinking about what creative way he's going to use to revolutionize ZVZ and hold in a different way than what he did before.
I don't think that's really something you want to experiment with in game number 4 of WCS Challenger when you're playing for $4,500, Todd.
That's why we will never be TLO, Roddy.
That's true. And you know what? I'm quite okay with that. I would like to be Todd or maybe Apollo, but I don't think I have to be TLO.
Why?
I don't know.
He's one of the coolest human beings in the world.
He's very interesting. I just feel like I'm very different than TLO. He's He's the guy.
Listen, the
He likes trains, and I don't.
Okay, the day you're comfortable enough to take your shirt off at a barbecue and hold a beer and have a photo
exactly.
taken of you.
I am not that manly. I can't, and I cannot grow a beard like TLO can. There's no way. I've tried once, and it looks like, you know, there's like something on my face. The last time I tried to grow a beard, somebody made a $20 donation. Please buy a razor and shave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was really sad. I was like, man, here I am trying to become manly. It's like, okay.
So that worked with you, huh? You never walk with Nate.
What?
Yeah, to give him a donation and ask him to shave.
Oh. Really? People do that to Nate?
I did a few times,
but
and
Nate
I
rocks
don't know his name.
Nate rocks it well. It just looks weird on me. I don't know. Just don't have the face for it.
I guess we agree to disagree.
Yeah. Game number 4 is live on Dash and Terminal. It's going to be another 10-pool Bane versus Hatch first. We're about to find out. Big match, of course, for TLO and all the Liquid fans out there. As he is our Red Zerg once more, spawning on the right side of this crazy map. The map that's definitely out there, that's played out so different than so many of the other maps, even in ZBZ, I would say. And thought, I see the minerals climbing for this man, the Ukrainian Zerg, Bly on the north side of Dash and Terminal. Here we go. This is just a clash of egos. It's just silly. It's like, I am right. No, I am right. If TLO goes Hatch first, he is officially the most stubborn man to ever live in Berlin.
Yeah, I mean, Bly though. Bly's pretty strong too with this.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, I can see Bly approaching this like, hey, if he just keeps going Hatch first, I messed up on Terraform. I could have done a little bit better.
Yeah.
And on Coda, things just went the way it should have gone. So if he's going to go... This is so... I cannot believe what we're watching, Todd. It's actually just happening again. TLO will once more go Hatch first, while he could have just gone pool first and make his life a whole lot easier.
You know what's coming too, right? If Bly wins here, map number 5, same thing.
No, there's no way.
The Extreme Showdown.
I think... I mean, like, I think this is exactly what Bly is hoping for. Dario is scouting this right now. Maybe he thought, like, he's not going to do it again, but... this can't really be much of a surprise anymore when he did it 2 out of 3 games. And this is not a small map. You know, I love how we often talk about mind games and whatnot. Like, these are not mind games. This is... Unless Bly is
No,
just
it is the mind game of basically saying he's not going to expect it one more time because I'm not supposed to do this many times. That's why I said from the start he's going to do it every game because nobody expects anyone to be crazy enough to keep on doing this.
Well.
And it goes both ways, to be honest. TLO going for the Hatch first, like, he's sort of, you know, gambling or at least taking risk as much as Bly is.
So if the people wonder, like, you know, what should TLO do then? Well, if you just get the spawning pool before the hatchery, just make your life a lot easier in general. Because you have quicker access to your Zerglings, quicker access to a spine crawler.
He cancels the natural this time.
Oh, he does? Okay, so...
That's much better.
So yeah, he's a little less storm. That's going to give him a lot more money for spine crawlers. So we got 3 spine crawlers going up.
I told you he was going to think of a creative way.
Oh, yeah. You were so spot on, Todd. First Baneling doesn't really get the connection he dreamed of. Drones are a little bit clumped up. I would go for these 3. 3.
Spine's almost done there.
Yeah.
And TLO really hasn't lost that many drones. He's had to split and he's lost some mining time.
He lost.
It's pretty good for TLO, I think.
Yeah, 2 Banelings on 1 drone there. I think this was a really good hold for TLO.
12 drones to 9.
So creative. And 2 spine crawlers right now. Dario did very well there. That was an excellent hold.
He's got the queen now as well. Oh god, no. TLO.
Yep.
Gonna pull the drones right away. Make sure he's safe. And behind this, you know what's coming, right?
More Banelings.
Actually, he started the drone. Oh my god. Like,
1.
That's the one drone that will break the limits. He literally like threw off the entire balance of the game already with this one drone.
Yeah, I mean, he's almost even on workers. And he does still have Banelings. So is it really that... It is good for...
He doesn't have a queen.
It's good for TLO as long as he doesn't lose more workers. But if 2 Banelings can get 3 drones one time... Oh, 1 Baneling has the dream. 2 drones, very low on HP there, but not that yet. Wow, Dario saved them. Really good focus fight there as well. In the end, 2 drones went down.
Yeah, TLO still ahead in drones. Bly droning up behind this.
Yeah,
it's happening.
So he's ahead in drones. He does have 2 queens against no queen. So that is indeed the very good part.
Yeah.
The bad part is that Bly has speed on the way already and has a Baneling nest. So I do feel that Bly is going to have some sort of weird map control, even with no units.
No, actually, like if TLO is able to take his natural
Yeah.
and then moves the spines there, he's going to be able to drone up like a madman because he's going to have 2 spines, queens with energy.
Yeah, of course, the spines are great. But I think right now, it's not the end of the world yet for Bly. I think he might even get a slightly quicker natural as the drone is heading down. And Dario's like, what the hell? You're getting a natural before me? And I think what...
It finally happens.
You know, I think what is
Oh,
going
look,
to
TLO is about to drop down something. Painting nest, I guess. If it's a roach warren, man.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
no. Painting nest.
Nice. 1 for 1. Eye for an eye, Ling for a Ling. So I think what's going to happen over here, Todd, is that TLO is going to try to expand as well. And then Bly is probably going to make a crazy amount of links because he has Zergling speed a little bit quicker than his opponent. And he's just going to try to cancel it. And if he cancels it once, he's going to be in a good position. But TLO is already spreading creep a little bit. And like you mentioned, he's always going to have those 2 spine crawlers there.
Yeah. When he starts getting banelings in defense, then...
There we go.
I mean, if he goes into a macro game, I'm pretty sure that TLO thinks there's no way that he's going to lose to Bly. So this is probably what he's going to aim to do here. Get enough banelings to be safe against the Zerglings and banelings of Bly. Already a second gas. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, he's going to cancel. He was supply blocked. So he squeezed out an extra link. There was no way he was going to get a second gas. Didn't really make any sense. So here we go. These creep tomb is helping TLO so much right now, putting these spines in much better positions. I don't think that Dario is very surprised by this happening. I think it's very smart that he got his own baneling nest, so he's going to be able to defend.
Yeah, especially with banelings up the ramp. If Bly tries for a run by, he's going to backfire big time in instantly.
Yeah, I think that all that Bly wants to achieve over here was getting the hatchery, but I think he realized already, he's like, okay, this is not going to work. I'm going to have to stop.
I think that TLO is also giving too much respect to this. Like I said, having those 2 spines, he was always going to allow him to get a lot of drones. So maybe he made a few units too many.
But it's Bly though, so you want to be careful against Bly. Like if this is another Zerg, then maybe TLO
sneaks in with a Ling and is going to get the perfect scout. Sees that Bly mined quite a few gas more there.
Yeah.
Banings.
I mean,
hugging each other.
Look at the work count right now. I actually feel that this little poke by Bly and not committing to it was very smart because he didn't need force out a long reaction. It allowed him to catch up and workers again.
Oh, nice.
Really good trades there. 3 Zerglings for 2 banelings, I believe, and now he still has his own baneling over here. So fun game. TLO's up 6 workers, but those literally just popped. Bly will be able to catch up soon as one of his larva injects hit. Maybe a super tiny minor advantage for TLO, but it's a pretty dead even game.
Yeah. I really like the Evo here by TLO in that position, protecting the back door, getting the +1 missile now. Already starting to work on this, fully knowing that in Roach against Roach situation, he's definitely going to have more experience than Bly.
Why? What are you
What do you
suggesting,
mean?
Todd?
Because Bly's games are links and banelings. And then a GG. One of the bases end up on fire. I think I figured out the Bly on fire thing. That's what it means.
A couple of these Zerglings start nibbling at this.
Oh, a
evolution
baneling.
chamber.
Oh my god.
The dream.
Oh, they went to the right hand side. Sneak through. Not quite the dream yet.
It looks like the links of TLO are faster because they've got the big wings.
TLO's getting a bunch of roaches there.
They've been drinking some Red Bull, Todd.
Hey, TLO's getting a bunch of roaches when Bly doesn't have a roach warren. I think Bly wants to go for Mutas.
Yeah, I think that does make sense. He's been mining a lot of gas. Has all expected stake and Spire is going to go down immediately. And this is, in theory, a pretty good Muta map. But if TLO makes a very quick attack, the Mutas might not be out in time. He's already actually streaming roaches across the map. I didn't even realize that. I thought it was with the first 5, but he already made 5 before. I can see this attack do the amount of damage that he needs. The Spire is not...
2 links are sneaking in the main.
Yeah, the Spire is not close enough to finishing. Dario is going to scout.
Sees the Spire.
And he probably expected that, exactly. I think this is great for TLO.
Yeah.
He's going to reinforce this with Zerglings. I mean, it is... He needs to kill a lot. It is risky, though. It's
Bly's on so many more drones.
Yeah. So TLO probably needs to kill 15 drones over here. He's taking his sweet time. He's waiting for all those reinforcements.
He's getting some banelings as well.
Yeah, the longer he waits...
Oh, he's going to make some spores. Look at this.
Okay, oh.
The creativity is overwhelming, Roddy.
I don't know what to say, Todd. Are there spore crawlers at home as well? He still has to be a little bit careful. There we go. Roaches will start knocking. Transfuse is going to land on this first queen.
TLO wants to keep on riding roaches across the map there, and he wants to make sure that they're not going to get sniped by the Mutas, which are pretty much inevitable. So rather than just try and kill Bly, which is pretty much what he's doing right now anyway, he's getting a bunch of spore and covering all of his bases so that this never can be defended.
He's getting the queens as well that had so much energy, and the banelings of Bly did pretty much absolutely nothing. Bly's going to try to renew this wall, but TLO with his offensive spore crawlers, those
Actually,
spores.
he's knocked out. Okay, now make it through.
So
14 drones die, and Bly, even though he's got 4 mutas, his base is on fire. I'm sorry, but I had to say it one more time.
Look at this. Look at these spores. Look at them go. This is like, these roaches have a guardian angel, and a guardian angel is a spore crawler. I would love to have a spore crawler as my guardian angel thought. I think this is going to be it. Liquid TLO will qualify once again. He just keeps on doing that for WCS Premier League. And it was a very cool series. I think a very fun series. A series where we saw a little bit of stubborn play perhaps, but in the end, TLO, the creative mastermind that he is thought, was able to reign supreme as he's just streaming with roaches and links across the map. And there's just no way that 4 Mutalisks will ever save Bly over here. I mean, there's a few more drones left. 43 workers have gone down. I think.
Make the joke one last time.
No, I can't do it anymore. I don't want to hear another joke about Bly being on fire or his base on fire or his Mutalisks not flying anymore. His hatchery will fall, and unfortunately for Bly, definitely a little bit of a sad story. His WCS run will once again end in Challenger. That's the 3rd time this year. It's a lot of, it's very impressive that he qualified for Challenger 3 seasons in a row. Gotta give credit where credit is due, and that is something that you can be very proud of. Unfortunately for Bly, it's kind of like what Hero Marine had. It's a stepping stone, and he's just not ready to take yet. Maybe 2016 will be the year of Bly, where everyone will be on fire. But for now, TLO will make it back to Premier League one more time.
I knew you would go for it one more time.
I enjoyed the series, Todd. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun.
The stubborn played 100% identical build orders in game 1, 2, and 4. Slightly different way of dealing with it. The final game, I really like the TLO. Maybe swallowed his pride there a little bit and canceled the hatch. Man, he won't say it like that. Like, whatever we say right now, we have to be very careful, because you know what players do after that.
I misclicked.
Yeah. So after a player wins the series, like 99 out of 100 times, they will open the stream immediately. They want to see chat. They want to see what we say. And I know right now TLO is already disagreeing with every single thing we just said, Todd.
Probably, yeah. That's why.
Congratulations, Dario,
best,
for making it into Premier League. Well, actually, Kevin, I don't think it's the right place to congratulate me yet, because I'm still in the tournament. It's like, I'm sorry, Dario. Like, just trying to do the nice thing. Cool series. I enjoyed it. Is there anything else you want to add to this, Todd?
Oh yeah, it was nice. To be honest, I quite like that Bly went for this many times. Like, if you know that your opponent is going to be stubborn and keep on opening at first, I think it's right to do this build if you think it has a good chance of winning. But in the end, I feel like maybe the execution was a little bit lackluster, and I really like the reaction finally at the end of the
final hold.
Yeah, the final hold was cool. Like holding by canceling the hatch and getting more spines. Definitely one of the nicer ways you can deal with this. So next time that you ladder with Zerg Roddy, I fully expect you to win against this build. No more. TLO showed you.
I know, but it's like, I'm always so stubborn. I always want to keep mining a little bit, because you really have to be very confident in your hold. You're like, all right, I just have to get the spines ready, that's all. And I really love how TLO just scattered his drones all over the place and never made sure, it's like, if you want to use your banelings on 2 drones, that's fine, do it, but no Zerg wants to do that. And then the few Zerglings that Bly has, it just takes a little too long before he can really take down all the drones. Anyway, for the last time, congratulations to Team Liquid, of course, and congratulations to Dario in particular for making it back into Premier League once more. We're going to head over to a very small break. After that, we'll be back with our 4th series of the day, which is going to be Lil Bao against sort of. Is that correct, Todd? That has to be correct. Tell me I'm correct.
I goofed and clicked on the I think it is, yeah.
All right.
And then last one is Elfie against Utomal.
Oh, we got some Proto series coming up, Reddit. We did it. Stay tuned. You're watching WCS Challenger Day 2.